got into your own business, did you work for Nike?
No, I have my own company and I was working for Adidas.
Oh, Adidas.
Yeah.
And what did you do?
Oh, I for sell uniforms and for soccer, first of all, handball, something like that. So all these special uniforms, making some prototypes and all these. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
You know, when I was invited, well, how I came in contact with you in the first place, after so many years, I had no contact with Jamil. I don't know what happened to him. Gone. I didn't know what happened to Jamil. And I'll never forget how we became in contact again. It was years back. I was home, and I very rarely get sick, but believe me, I was sick. And I was home and watching television or somehow or another. But somehow or another, if I remember correctly, didn't you see me on Facebook, or how did you find me? Because I didn't. How did that happen exactly?
That's another crazy story. We've been sitting with Grandmaster Robles and Master Garza. We've been in Houston in a very nice area in a seafood restaurant. And we're talking to each other, and Master Robles, he talked about Shirley. And he said, oh, the best friend, or Shirley is with her best friend, Malia, on the road. And I was thinking, Malia, is it Malia Burnell? And he said, yeah, you know Malia Burnell? And I say, of course, it's my teacher. She teach me since I was a kid. And he said, you kidding me? I say, no, that's the truth. And then he took his cell phone and he gave Shirley a call. And she said, yeah, Malia, I give you a contact, whatever. And that was the first step.
That's right. It was Cheryl, because Cheryl got in touch with me.
Cheryl, yeah.
Said, Malia, I met somebody. He says that he was your student. Is this so? Is he really your student? Because, you know, a lot of people like to say they're students of people.
Yes.
And I said, what? I said, yes. And so that's right. That's how we became in touch again.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's great. Oh, yeah. I was so happy. But, you know, so we became in contact again, get in touch, so excited. So Jamil, of course, wants to do, you know, bring me over, introduce his teacher to his students, and proud of what he's done now and would like for me to see. And so, yeah, that door opened up. I went to Hamburg. Now, going to Hamburg, Jamil does not live in Hamburg. He lives in a town called Tornish. Is that how you say it?
Exactly.
And that's about a half an hour from Hamburg? Or?
Yeah, it's 10 minutes away from Hamburg.
It's like night and day. You're in Hamburg, Germany, huge, major, progressive, flashy city. I mean, that's the city. And then you go a few miles out, and you have cows and sheep and pastures, country. Absolutely beautiful. Where when I first arrived in your little town, at first I became anxious because I'm not used to such peaceful surroundings. You know, we have one-way streets, a train goes through the city, and the scenery is so beautiful. It's just as you would imagine it: green, lush, open fields, flower parks. The people walking along the streets, little cafes, absolutely beautiful. And after I was there for a while, I acclimated. I really enjoyed it and loved it. And I was just open-eyed. How did you find this city? Why did you select this city?
Yeah, that's a crazy story too. So I was traveling one day exactly in that place, and in here where my school right now, I built my school here, there was corn. I think it was a cornfield.
Corn?
Yep, it was corn. And I was thinking, wow, that's an amazing place in here. Maybe I can open up a martial arts school in here. So, and then I contact the person who was the owner of it and blah, blah, blah. So after a while, we make the deal and I can buy it. So, and then I was really proud and go back to Hamburg and say, hey guys, I find an awesome place. It's tarnished. I open up a martial arts group. Everybody say, hey, Jamil, you crazy. Nobody comes. That's, you know, it's way too outside. So you have no chance to survive with the martial arts school there. And I think by myself, well, that could be a challenge, but I believe that's my place. So go for it. And I build it.
Oh my gosh. So then you mean when you first moved to Tornish, it was smaller than what I saw?
Way smaller, way smaller.
Oh, nice. So you opened a school in a corn patch.
Exactly.
Ah! Now, when we talk about schools, most people are excited just to have a school. You know, we open up a school and we try. Oh, what's this, Jamil? Who's that?
I don't know.
Craig? That's Craig.
Really?
Craig
No.
is connecting to audio. Craig!
Hey, how you doing?
Hey guys.
Look at you guys look
How
like
are you?
brothers. You're black Craig.
Whoa, that's awesome. I love
I
it.
just woke up, so I'm still having coffee.
Craig, can you hear
Perfect.
us? Can you hear us?
I gotta turn the volume up. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay,
Oh.
super. Alles klar dann, Kleiner.
Sehr
Wie geht's,
gut, sehr
Großmann?
Ich freue mich sehr, dich wiederzusehen. Das ist ja eine riesengroße Überraschung.
Bist du überrascht?
Ja, sehr. Geht es dir gut?
Ja, nicht schlecht, ne? Du weißt, wie das ist. Du bist ja Geschäftsmann.
Ich denke so
Craig
häufig.
isn't coming in real clear. Yamil, can you hear?
Yes, I can hear. It's perfect.
Okay.
Mom, can you hear me?
Hi, Craig. I haven't seen you for so long.
I can't see you. Oh, there you are. I can see you. I see both you great.
How nice of you to come and say hello to Yamil.
Of
And
course.
And that's amazing. I love it. So great.
So how's the schools in Germany? Did you open up? Are you working? Is it going?
Yes, yeah, we open up. We open up after the long lockdown, and so right now we come back step by normal, you know. But it's everything is changed. The world is different, and the people are different, and so you have to do everything a little bit slower, step by step, more sensitive, and all that.
Such a shame.
Exactly.
Wait a minute. I lost you
That is
guys.
gone. What's happening?
Well, he's back.
We have a rough connection. I would feel like you're the one in Germany.
What are you guys talking about?
We were
Oh.
talking about his little town of Turnish and how beautiful and country it is. Remember
I know.
when Yamil came to Venice and you took him to Gold's Gym? And wow, speaking of that, look, and
Yes.
speaking of Gold's Gym, remember
Oh, yeah.
this?
Oh yeah.
Johnny Rocket hamburgers.
Oh,
And
I remember.
my little hamburger.
Yes. I remember the day we spent with Craig in his business, and he shows us his tremendous car, and I love that so
Design
much.
world. Do you see my house? It's all like a museum.
Oh wow. Wow.
I live in a schloss. I like to live in a castle. Why not?
Ah,
Why
oh,
not?
Craig, I wish
So-
you were here. I miss you, but I hope to see you on my birthday.
I know we have to figure out. I guess I'm going to come there this time.
Probably I'll come to you. Okay, Yamil and Craig, you have anything you want to say to each other? Otherwise, I'll just continue on my interview.
Yeah,
Let's see Yamil. I can't. Well, nice to
I-
see you, Yamil. I hope your
Hi.
school is doing good. Tell your students hello.
I would do that. I would do that, Craig. So they all excited, and they can't wait to see you here in Hamburg. So we should go to downtown and having a good time here. So
Absolutely, absolutely. I look forward one day to coming to Germany for sure. It's been so
Yeah.
long.
yeah. So I
Well,
think
you're-
know
Go ahead.
you always my guest. I have a house in here for you, so it's just waiting. And so book
thank
the
you.
fly and come here.
Well, tell your wife hello and your students in your school. The Umbau looks beautiful. Everything you did, it's like the best school I probably saw, you know?
Oh, thank you so much. Thank
For
you so much.
sure.
Thank
It's
you so
huge
much.
too. It's amazing. That's the way you do it, like a nice way. Start it and then like freaking finish it and do it good.
Yeah, thank
That's
you
what you
so
did.
much. Yeah.
Like, you know, my
Yeah,
mouth
it's
is
this-
crazy. Sorry.
That's the same in between you and me. You have the same thing, right? Even when I see
Yeah.
your apartments, it's unbelievable. The details are so nice, and you know you have such a good eyes for colors and you know for art. I love it. That's awesome.
Great.
Let's remember why.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Okay,
nice
Peggy.
surprise to see you. Have a
Love
good
you.
Zoom meeting for the
Thank
rest
you
of
for
it. Bye,
joining
Mom.
us.
Jamil.
That's a nice surprise. Bye. Bye,
Bye.
honey.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Adios.
Bye, Greg. Bye, bye.
Bye, Jamil. Have a guten
Okay.
Tag. Alles klar.
Ja, du auch. Pass auf dich
Guten
auf.
Abend.
Love you.
Ja, du
Ja.
auch.
Bye.
Bye, Mom.
Oh, that, you know, that's nice of him to pop in.
Wow, that was amazing.
Oh, yeah, Craigie works really hard. He's like you. All he does is
I know.
work.
Yep.
Of course, with the situation the way it is, I don't see him as frequently, but you know, for my birthday, I am going to go and spend it with Mark and Craig. But anyhow, that was nice. Back to, we're in Tornish and we're talking about you opened a school in a corn patch.
Yep.
As I was saying, most people are excited just to have a school, but I know you started with one building, but I can tell you, when I went to Jamil's school, I was in shock because I'd never been to schools that are like this. Over the years, he grew from one building and has, I don't know, 4 or 5 buildings on the property. And we're not talking little buildings, we're talking huge buildings. And what is so amazing about what Jamil has done with his businesses is that if you want to be a boxer, he actually has a boxing room, fully equipped, a boxing room. And I'm talking, it's not shabby. It's got flair and style and color and windows and fresh air. It's, oh, really nice. So you're in the boxing room. Maybe you want to do, I don't know, aerobics. You have your aerobic room. He has yoga. I mean, okay, you tell me what's in the buildings. The first building, okay.
Yeah, so we have the boxing room, then we have a martial art room where you can just do martial arts. We have special floors for that. We have a room for just for tumbling and stuff. Then we have 2 outdoor places, so we can train outdoor even under COVID-19. It's very important that we can train outside and we don't have to stop teaching kids because indoor is not allowed to train. So in here in Germany, so we can move outside and we have a roof over that and we have special floor. And so then we have a salt room, which is a room for relaxation. So people can breathe very deep inside and enjoy the music and the lights around that room. And so we have a lot of ideas in my head, so to make it happen, to make it real, right? So right now the new project is I open up 6 weeks before a martial arts school just for kids only. So they start with 3 years and until 18. So it's just a pure martial arts school for kids. We're working together with the elementary school and the high schools and the university around. And so it's a joint venture project and they love it. The community love it. So I always work to bring martial art on a different level. I try to inspire kids to focus on learning languages, math, history, whatever. So this is all in martial art to me. And you can motivate kids, even kids, they have a bad start in life because they have a poor family or they have just a mom or whatever. And you know, I try to help them to have a better start in life. So this is my target, and the new project is a project from my heart because I know how important it is. So I have the chance talking to you. You give me that, you know, you take care of kids. It's what you're talking about, Zyla Street. And so you do it with all your heart and with all your power. So I do the same. I try to do the same, to give back, you know, to help them. And I think that's really important for martial art teachers, even when you teach kids.
Yeah, you know, on being a woman, I always approach things differently. Yeah, it's a martial art academy, martial art school, martial art university, whatever you want to call it. But what is always left, not only the amazing students, I mean, we're talking, he's got amazing students, legs, kicks, physique, strength, power, fighters, and they're all it's family students, husbands and wives, girlfriends, boyfriends, children. He has an amazing number of children. But what I'm always think about the school is the style of the school. You had such flair. It isn't like walking in to my garage. That's a school. They're all in the kitchen. His school is filled. You just feel the energies when you walk into Jamil's individual buildings, is because it's filled with light, is surrounded by light. Of course, you have to have your walls to block it off, but so much energy comes into the room. And the top of the art equipment. And I can't stress, I love color and the colors of the room. But you know what he next to say is that for people who bring their children to the school, and they, you know, he has an amazing lounge, colorful, beautiful bar, but the bar doesn't consist of alcohol. It's fresh smoothies made with all fresh vegetables or fruits or whatever, made right then and there. He has his own bartender handling that. But what's so cool about all of this is for the women or whomever come to wait for children. You don't have to sit there and watch television or read a book. This is your time to get a facial or pedicure, manicure. I forget if they do hair, but it's on the facility where when you bring your child, you can schedule in your beauty treatment. And he has this amazing salt room. I've never been in a salt room. Explain your salt room, because I don't know much about them.
Yeah, so the salt room is built from salt stones from the Himalaya, and the salt comes, they give you a healthy feeling. So even when you breathe it and you lay down the floor, the whole floor is all salt. And, you know, you just lay down, relax, breathe, you know, you go with the flow. If you see the light show inside, if you hear the music, and it gives you a feeling of feeling comfortable and healthy and stuff like that. So it's a little break, it's a little holiday for an hour. So the people love it. Even the moms, when they get stressed and bring the kids, they pick them up in school, they bring them to whatever, they bring them in the karate school. And so they come down for a while, they really enjoy it. It's exactly what you say. They have the manicure, the pedicure, they can sit in that salt room and relax. So they can read a book, of course, if they want, but perhaps they don't have to. It's just relax, it's just enjoy. And this is what I'm looking for.
I loved it. And, you know, it's so cool because, you know, most of our martial arts schools are surrounded by noise and busy city, whereas Jamil's martial arts school is just really peaceful, setting in grass all around you. Yes, there's buildings there, but you can nothing. You would have to see it to appreciate the beauty of this small town called Tarnation. I must say, I don't know if I've ever told you how proud I was of how you've become an amazing teacher and you have amazing students. Oh, I was just so proud of the young generation that you are developing into great martial artists, great human beings, great people who will be able to face the world because of your belief. Being a man of God, you teach a bit differently, you project a bit differently. But I loved your husbands and wives, and I know I gave them all nicknames. I can never remember these names, and they were so kind to me and so sweet. And the students, I can never forget how gracious. And I can't forget, how's Marcus?
Marcus is doing so good. He
I
is,
love Marcus. He gave me that warm. I must say that he gave me this jacket, and in winter when it's cold, boy, that's a true blanket to keep. Marcus's arms are surrounding me and keeping me warm.
Yeah.
But how is
Marcus,
he? Is he good?
yeah, he is doing good. He's fighting also with the situation and his own business. He's in fire detection systems and all that stuff. It's a very technical area for him, but you know, it hits him very hard, the situation, but he's doing the best because he's a very hardworking man. And yeah, I love that guy. So he is
you're so fortunate to have him. You know,
yeah,
he's such an amazing.
Yeah, he's a very, very good person.
He's able to carry a lot of weight on his shoulders.
Oh yeah,
he would never break. He's strong.
Really strong.
He's really a strong man. And your young gentlemen that you teach, all of them, they're so cute. They were all so cute, you know. And I'm terrible with names, but hello to all of you, because I'm sure you watch the interview. I loved all of you. I miss all of you, and I enjoy reading what you post on Facebook and Instagram. And I do follow you, and the women that took my seminar when I was there. I just felt so special that you came and you did the workout, and you are talked about in America, because I remember my time with all of you, and I talk about you frequently. So if your ears ring, it's because I'm talking about you. But you know, everything about what you've developed and done, I'm just you went way beyond anything we've ever done. But in the midst of all of that, you fell in love. You got married. I can't imagine that. I thought you'd be a single man forever. And you've only been married once?
Yep.
Yeah. Helma, she's got that rope. She'll tie you up, not let you leave.
Exactly.
Is Helma around?
No, she's not around. I'm in the school right now. She's at home, and
tell her to get her butt in the car and come to school.
Yeah, she is. She's by her mom, and
she's with her mama.
She's with her mama, and so this is the only day she can spend time with her because she's so busy and working so hard. I mean,
there's an amazing mother. She's so youthful, and she is an older woman. What am I talking about? I'm an older woman, but her mother. Did I meet her? No, I didn't meet her.
I think yes. Just I can't remember, but I
can't remember if I met her or not. But I know I love your wife, Helma. She's a true German young lady. She hardy. She's the right hand to Jamil. She helps out. She works. Has an amazing job working she works a boat for. She works for years in a boat. They build boats, or not boats.
It's a shipping company. Yeah.
Shipping company. Yeah. And she works there. And while I was visiting, she gave me such a wonderful time of herself and shopping, and we went for apple strudel, and we went shopping, and we just had an amazing time. But I just, not everybody's fortunate to get a wife like Helma, and you've got a beautiful wife who is by your side through thick and thin, and she would never let your boat sink. Ha, ha, ha. She works for a boat company. She'll patch it up.
Well, it's very simple. It's very totally simple. Without Helma, I win no title. I'm not successful in business. I'm thinking my life would be terrible. So simple is it.
Yeah. Yeah, but you know, it's always touches my heart to see the marriages are warm and successful, and I'm happy that you have a happy marriage. Now, you know, Yamil, I know we talk about the fact that you're a man of faith. Have you always been a man of faith?
Yeah, yeah. I remember since I was a young boy in Hamburg, so we have a church, and I live 20 meters away from the church. So the church helped me from the early beginning, because again, that was it was a very hard time, and the community was not so good, and the church was the fire in my life, you know, that was the light in my life always. And even when I have the contact to Houston, I go to the Faith City Church, which is to me a very, very important thing, that my mind and all my ideas in life are based on that, because I know Professor Praises, he teach me that. So there's also a story behind that. After we have a seminar in Tunisia, in North Africa, so I realized something was wrong with him. He looks like a little bit drunken and a little bit dizzy, and I feel something was wrong with him. So even when we come back to Hamburg, I bring him into a hospital, and they make an irradiation, and they see he had a tumor big like a fist in his head. So, and then they say, your life is very limited. So that was very hard. He spent a couple days in Hamburg, probably a week or a little longer. So in this week, believe me or not, I learned more since the whole years before I follow him learning modern Arnese. So he teach me in that time so much more about life. And he told me the most important thing in life is not to be the best or always be the champion or whatever. The most important thing is that at the end of your life, you should be in balance with the whole universe, and your heart must be clear and your mind must be clear. So then you be ready, and that's all you can do. So this is my whole life, and this is what I try to do always. So that helps me to be a good Christian, to be a believer, to be a good martial artist, to be a good businessman, to be a good friend, and to do my very best every day. So this is, to me, the most important lesson.
Oh, well balanced. Well balanced. How beautiful, you know. I always say to people, I'm a happy person, and I think they probably think, oh, she's just saying that. But no, I really am a happy person. I'm at peace with myself. You know, if I was to pass on today, I'm at peace with myself. Passing on, nobody wants to pass on. You have a lot of things you want to do in life, but the hardest part when one passes, for those that are still left, you know, I hate to think of passing because I hate to leave Mark and Craig. I know how hard it would be for Mark and Craig. Me, I will be at peace. I will finally be at home with my Heavenly Father, but then Mark and Craig are left with no mother. And that's really hard when you're so close as I am with Mark and Craig. But as for me, there's no better way of life than to be a follower of God, a child of God. And I can face anything, you know, I'm fine. I'm fine with it. I pray, I read my Bible, and I'm so grateful for my many, many blessings. And that's why I say God always seems to lead me people that are also on the same path as me. And I'm always so happy to hear that people are following and believe in the lifestyle of God. But you know, Yamil, I'm proud of you. I sometimes I get really hungry, and I wish I was in your backyard and you were barbecuing that great food.
Yes.
Oh, I wish
Yeah.
I could eat. Oh, I could go for that right now. And you
Yes.
know, speaking about Yamil's backyard, I have to say this. Yamil has an amazing home. I don't know, you probably have more than one home, but this home, I was always so toasty warm in Yamil's house. And I never once did I see a heater. And I thought, and then one day, for some strange reason, I put my hand on the wall and the wall was hot. Yamil's house, the heat comes from the floor and the walls. Isn't that right?
Yeah, it's right. It's exactly right.
That was the first time I'd ever been in a home that the heat came from the floor. You don't ever have to have cold feet, and from the walls. And how does that work?
It's amazing. So we have a driller. We go 100 and I think 160 meters. We have a driller down in the floor, and we put the hot water from the floor up, and it's a converter stuff, and it works very amazing. You don't need oil, you don't need gasoline. That's amazing. It works so cool, and it's good for the future. It's good for the air, and I really love it. And you see, the effect is you never have cold feet, and it feels like in the Caribbean, right? I love it.
First time I'd ever experienced that. I'm sure we must have something like that here in America. I just don't know anybody who has that. Yours was the first. And I remember I told Craig about it, and he was, wow, he liked that. But yeah, you have such a peaceful, I love that dining room that's surrounded by windows.
Oh, yeah,
In
yeah.
America, I'd be nervous to sit in a room like that. Somebody may be watching me or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's so peaceful. Now, I know you talked about wanting to put in a lap pool. Did you ever put in a swimming pool, a lap pool?
Yeah, I want to do it as usual this year, but this year was so crazy, and everything is out of order. I will do it next year.
Yeah, what a great life you have. Now, of course, you don't get to travel very much, but you're a good thing you have a wonderful school and a great home, and you still have a good life. Even though we live the way we live, we still have a life, it's just the way it is. But I don't know, gosh, anything that you want to say, that a message to your friends, to your people that you love around the world that will watch this?
Well, what I like to say is, my life experience is that if you have the chance to learn from people, it doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter in which country you live or what is your language, what is your skin color. So if you get the chance to learn from people, take it and open up your mind, open up your view, and try to work every single day to be a better person. So I think that only this can change the world. And I'm very thankful, very thankful. I call you mom, not because you are my martial art teacher only, because I'm so proud of your life and what you did in martial art, especially for women generations. So my girls in the school right now, this young generation, these kids are 8 years old, 12 years old, and they learn the limpo and they learn the Hapkyun and stuff like that. And they ask me, who creates that? Who was that? So, and I can tell them it was a very strong woman in a totally different time. She was strong. She was a competitor. She was a form performer. And she's so strong. She come into another country. She opened up a martial arts school. Very brave, very strong, and very focused. So that is a role model for generations. And I'm very thankful that you come into my life from the other side of the world and help me to create my way. So thank you.
Yeah, we always have Herbert Krantz. That's
I know.
the thing, because
Yep.
had
Yep.
he not been in Las Vegas and seen Al and I perform, we never would have had the privilege to live
I
in
think that's,
Germany.
yep. I
And
think
never
that's,
would have I known all these amazing, now grown, successful men. Well, Yamil, I want you to know how much I love you, how special you are to me. and also how special you are to both Mark and Craig. They often fond memories of you and Emmanuel and Germany and the others. You've always got a warm spot in my heart, will always be my my German son, along with Emmanuel. I love your wife. She's a great woman, and I look forward to. Actually, she started training with me, and you all should
Oh,
know.
yeah.
You know, our life kind of came to a halt. But Yamil's wife Helma is amazing uh, uh, martial artist all the way around. I saw her in action in all divisions. But I had fun working with her in form, and she's an amazing form lady. So. Um, Yes, this has been fun to spend part of my morning with you. Of course, it's your evening. Now, if I was there, we would go to our favorite restaurant. We would have something
Oh, yes.
to eat.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
But I'm not. So, yes, Yamil, thank you again. I love you. Yeah, I hope that the new year that approaches, that perhaps we can all come together again. Grandmaster
Oh,
Al
yeah.
from Houston, and
Yeah.
I would like Cheryl and Miriam to come to. I've invited Maria, my student, Cheryl and Miriam, to travel with me, and we go visit you in Tornish. They would
Oh, that would be,
absolutely love it. They would never want to come home. They would stay there,
that
especially
would,
Miriam.
yeah, that would
But
be
thank you
amazing.
so much. I love you. This has been fun. And yeah, I say goodbye. Have sweet dreams. Good night. Bye. And hello to all the students. Love you. God
Thank
bless
you.
and keep us strong. Bye.
Bye-bye. God bless you, Mom.
Bye. Thanks.